Bob Moses, Ceramic Coating, Austin. My name is Ray. This is my beautiful wife, Jeannie. Say hi, Jeannie.
Hi.
Hey, we wanted to shoot a video a little bit different today. We have a 100% chance of rain, so it's been raining all morning. Hopefully it clears up this afternoon. Some of these vehicles are leaving, but the video that we wanted to shoot today is kind of give you a little bit of backstory on me and Jeannie. George is behind the camera.
Howdy.
Shooting for us. And so the backstory, just how we met a little bit, and then how we got involved with Bob Moses, and how we decided to launch here in Austin. So we'll start off with me and Jeannie. We've been together for about 25 years. We met in Phoenix, but prior to meeting in Phoenix, I'm from Texas. You know, I was raised in Dallas-Fort Worth area, a little town called Haltom City. From Haltom City, our family, we moved to Waco. So I'm about 90 miles away from Austin is where I spent my teenage years. From Waco, I lived in Phoenix for a brief period of time, and that's where we met Matt Moses, Stephanie Moses, and that's how we kind of put this whole thing together. Jeannie, tell us about you.
I am a Nebraska farm girl, third generation farming family. My mom and dad are still on the farm, and they have cattle and lots of crops. I was actually raised in the same house that my dad was raised in as a kid, and so there's a lot of history and all that with my family farm. Lots of hardworking people from where I come from.
And so we met in Phoenix, and in Phoenix is when we had George. George was born in Scottsdale.
Howdy.
From Scottsdale or from Phoenix, we moved to Laguna Beach for a brief period of time. A brief period of time being 10 years. We moved out there. At that point, we wanted to raise George at the beach, you know, him being a kid. So we put him through school in Laguna Beach High School all the way through 11th grade, and then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, California was not graduating anyone. Well, they were graduating you, but you would just get a certificate and on your way. You might get a sign in the front yard, but we wanted George to have a real graduation. And if it couldn't be Laguna Beach High School, then we wanted Lake Travis High School. Being from Waco, Dallas-Fort Worth area, we always heard about the athletes that came out of Lake Travis. We wanted that on George's diploma, so we moved back to Austin. When I say back to Austin, I never lived in Austin, but I will say anyone that's ever was raised in Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, we always heard about Austin. Austin was a place to be. So moving back to Texas, we wanted to be someplace we'd never been before. We actually came back in 2019. We rented an RV, came back in 2019 just to check the place out. We didn't quite make it to Austin, so we still, we had family in Waco.
It was an awesome trip.
Yeah, it was definitely an awesome trip. We had family in Waco, and we decided to spend more time with family, and we never quite made it this far. So when COVID hit, we decided we were going to pick up and move. And so by picking up and moving, coming to Austin, we landed in a little town called BK, but I always heard about Lakeway growing up and Lake Travis and how that's a place to be. So we just want to be what I've always heard about. So we moved to BK, and let's go back just a little bit. We were in California. Matt Moses, Stephanie, their family, they'd come out and visit often, very often. We vacation together, we hang out together. Our families are very, very much so in sync. I do consider Matt one of my best friends, and he's also opened my eyes to ceramic coating. So when he came out to Laguna or Newport to vacation, we always talked about ceramic coating. I watched him build this empire. And I always wanted to get involved, but living at the coast or living at the beach, I just couldn't see myself renting anything like this without it being just a tremendous amount of money. So moving back here, it gave us a chance to rethink getting involved with ceramic, and being in Austin. Austin's it's been very, very welcoming. We are very grateful for the warm welcome. We've been open for about 7 months. So let's talk real quick about this location. We've been open for about 7.5 months. We've done hundreds of cars. Trucks, RVs, a few boats. Somehow boats are not the thing that comes in on our schedule. We do welcome boats, but I will say that we waited, we planned, we waited, we saved. George graduated Lake Travis High School not this past June, but the June before. And so anyone that was out here, not last winter, but the winter before, it was a crazy winter. No one's even seen a winter like that in our generation. So being that we had a crazy winter, Jeannie and I thought it was smart that we would just wait until winter was over and then launch. So we launched in March. March 7th was the first day we did our first car. And even our master tech that we have with us, Jonathan, he's an incredible guy, stand-up guy. When we first moved out here, I was giving up the Pacific Ocean, but moving to Texas where we're at, having rivers, lakes, and streams, the first thing I wanted was a boat. We get here, we bought a boat. However, that boat was a
nightmare.
Nightmare. It was a money pit. So I couldn't wait to sell the boat. However, I couldn't consciously sell the boat without fixing it first. But once it was fixed, wanted to get rid of that boat, and I just thought I could get more if it looked better. And so I called around, and everything's obviously booked out 2 or 3 weeks in the middle of summer. And I got Jonathan to come over and polish out the boat.
Jonathan, yep.
Great find. He polished out our boat in our front yard. The HOA was not happy about that. But at the same time, Jonathan did such a remarkable job. Actually, he charged us $800 to polish out the boat, and I marked it up $4,000 and got it. So cosmetics means everything to people that buy. I did fix the boat before we sold it, but I'm so glad it was gone. At the end of the day, that's how we met our master tech. This building was not even here when we decided to set this thing up. We came out here, it was dirt. We wanted the building, we had to change some of the floor plans. After changing the floor plans, designed it the way we wanted it, we broke ground, poured some concrete, built our offices, everything just turned out good. And then George, prior to that, George graduated high school. And when, we've got, George is my son. We adopted our 2 nieces, and our 2 nieces, one of them has moved off after graduating high school, going to college in another state, and the other one goes to UT right here. And so we couldn't be happier that we got a Longhorn in the family. But at the end of the day, with George, it came down to, George, do you want to go to college? Do you want to just straight enter the workforce, or do you want to start a business? And all of us, we all know each other extremely well. We're a really tight family. We decided to start a business together. So in launching this company, it was really George making the decision of, no, I don't want to go to college. I want to be an entrepreneur. So George decided he wanted to be an entrepreneur. We teamed up with Matt Moses. Again, following Matt building this empire, he's got 10 different locations. We're lucky number 7. That's kind of
Lucky
the way we
7.
feel.
I like that.
But at the same time, it's just everything. We haven't had a speed bump since we started. Everything's worked out really good. We started off by putting George and Jonathan together as a team, and they started in this building ceramic coating cars. The very first vehicle that we did, we got referral after referral after referral, so we knew we were doing something right. Thank you, Les Stevens. Les Stevens is a firefighter, and he's just got an award for being the best of the best here in Texas.
Fire Chief of the Year
Of the
Texas.
year. But he was our first client, one of our first, and he referred more and more people since then. And everything's just kind of gone in our direction. Ceramic coating vehicles is definitely a smart move, but as far as the business side of things, it's brought our family close together. We work together as a team. We complement each other. We started off by putting George, paired him up with Jonathan to get some experience polishing out vehicles. And after polishing out tons of vehicles, then we decided to move George to the running of the business. And so George has been involved with the advertising, the hiring. He's been involved with some of the firing. He's been involved with all aspects of it. He's helped me paint this floor. He's helped me hang the banners, all the lighting that you see. So it's really, I tell you, it's an incredible experience to see George grow up. I can tell you 2 years from now, he's going to be a very well-rounded businessman, learning from the 2 of us. Outside of that, we've had incredible support from your family.
Yep. Always.
One of the things her dad said on one of the trips that we were back on, he said he just wants to see us happy. And we thought that was like an incredible thing. Everyone wants the best for their kid, but happiness is probably the best you can have. So we've kind of kept that in our mind as far as just keep the happiness on the forefront. And starting a business, it is a struggle, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is, but I have to say that this business is fun. The clients are very enjoyable. They're all car enthusiasts. It's very fun to talk to them and just be, you're a car guy, so of course this was, your wheelhouse right here. And just being around that every day is a lot of joy, and it's just fun.
And outside of just what we gain from this, the customer satisfaction has just been incredible. It has really, really encouraged us to do more and more and more, set some new goals for ourselves. And then when you get customer satisfaction, then it makes you try harder to get more and more customer satisfaction. So other than that, we just want to say thank you to our community. It's crazy because of these videos, just about anywhere we go, whether it's out to eat or Home Depot, Lowe's, people recognize us from the videos we've done.
Just last night, someone came up, hey, I just saw your video today.
Yeah, so, and I think he's going to book with us. Anyway, just want to say thanks to our community for having the support. Again, we have an open door policy. Feel free to come by anytime. We've been together for about 25 years. We've known Matt and Stephanie for approximately 20 of those 25 years. We've done a lot of vacationing, but I got to say that the amount of support that we've had from corporate the corporate Phoenix location, including Matt Porter, we went through training. We all went through training. They would not even allow us to begin to launch this thing until we went through weeks and weeks of training. We had to send our tech through training as well. So it's been a really good experience, but I'm telling you, at this point, 7.5 months into it, we are pretty excited about what the future has to bring to us. Other than that, do you have anything left, Jeannie?
I don't think so.
I just want to say thanks to everyone. You know, with the rain today, we decided to shoot a different video. I decided to take the day off, but somehow I'm back in the shop. Crazy.
That's the way it happens.
Crazy how that works. But at the end of the day, normally we would do a direct sunlight inspection. I'd feature a couple of vehicles. I'd explain how we ceramic coat, the decontamination process, and because of the rain, we thought we'd shoot a little video like this. Everyone loves a backstory, you know. In Waco, Chip and Joanna Gaines, they have an incredible backstory, and we thought we'd just give a little bit of insight on how we met in Phoenix. We've been together ever since. We love each other, and just look forward to what the rest of this brings. Anything else, Jeannie?
No, that's it.
All
you
right.
covered it all.
See y'all later.
Thank you.